This is Mark Carrington from mybitcoinprofits.com. In this video, I'm going to introduce the approach that I follow to trade cryptocurrency using a tool called Propecy. Propecy is a relatively new tool available from ClickBank. So to start off with, let's just introduce some basic principles. I am trading on a 1 hour chart. This particular chart is Ethereum against US dollar. The key components of the chart, as we can see, price is tracking along here. I use bars with no colors so I don't get disturbed by which direction things are going. I've put on the chart Bollinger Band, which works around a moving average. It's a 20-period moving average, and it plots a band which is 2 standard deviations either side of that moving average. The trading principle we're looking for is we're looking for when price moves below the band. Look for an entry point. Here we've got the first point here. Ideally what we want to do is to trail price down, enter somewhere here, and then win all the way up here. And as you can see in this example, price closed below, went below. Those would not have been profitable trades. This one certainly would have been profitable. This one didn't finish below, the band stayed below, and then here's another one. So that's the basic principle. Now let's go to the tools that we use. The tool that I use, it's called a Propecy. It's a fairly simple, it has a control panel which is fairly simple. Basically what it does is it calculates relative price moves and then color codes them. So, codes them, the darker the green, the longer price has dropped. So we're interested in those, the darkest level of green, and the darker the red, the longer price has increased, and those would be candidates for selling. So as we run down the list is sorted by market capitalization as the default. There are other options to sort it in different directions. I just like using market capitalization because what I've learned in my trading bots, it is smarter to trade the better known coins and to avoid the less well known coins. And we can see here there are many tables, 9 tables worth of them, and we'll just run down the list. We're looking for things that are particularly green. So we have one here called Tezos, Digibyte, and those are the candidates for trading. So that's the first level of screening, is it something that has been dropping reasonably hard and that is a candidate for turning around. The next part is to look at a screener that screens for those Bollinger Bands. The tool I'm using here is called TradingView, and I've created a screen which has got the Bollinger Band test in it. So if we run through quickly what these ones are, the Bollinger Band, so the lower Bollinger Band needs to be above the low. So basically it means that price is now broken down below the band. I have tweaked this average volume to, so I've moved this a little bit this way to reduce the number of coins, of small coins we're looking at. I'm looking at a particular exchange, and then these next two talk about price compared to moving average. If that's where price is, the 10-day moving average above there, the 20-day moving average, that's what I'm looking for. Basically what this tells me, so that's the 10, that's the 20, it tells me that price is still moving down. We've not yet crossed over. And then the last element I have is called the stochastic. I've chosen a value of 30. We're looking for coins that are in an oversold situation, but we'll show those on a chart in a little while. So the screen here has produced a list of 8 or 9 coins, and the list is sortable. So I can actually just press this one here. The defaults to the one closest to the band and then moves to the one furthest away from the band, and I can just change that short sorting by clicking that button and the number changes. So the candidate that's the furthest away is a coin called LRC. Now ideally what my trading model would be to do is I look over here and I can identify is LRC here. It would be nice to be able to search if the search function actually works. It was working a few days ago. It was not working earlier today, but I will test it out for the purposes of the video. It takes a while, and the fact is that it's not produced that single coin. It either means the coin is not in this database, or it means that it's not on this particular page, and I know it's not on this particular page. But that's the model I will do. So I've got two choices. I can either just go and have a look and see where XTZ is, or I will actually go and have a look at LRC. So if we go along to Binance, is the trading platform that I use. I'm looking at LRC compared to Ethereum, and what I should see, I've got exactly the same thing here. I've got it set up as a 1 hour chart. I've got the Bollinger Bands on here, and here we can see that LRC is below. The price has dropped below the band. It's been down there a few times now, and the bands are starting to widen out. Is this a candidate for purchasing? And then of course at the bottom I've also got a panel here. This is an RSI, stochastic RSI, and you can see that price has now moved into this oversold zone at the level of 20. So if we look across here, we can see price reverse. We go there, we can see how price is reversed. You see how price is reversed in those oversold situations. So this is a candidate. Ideally I would like to have seen it on this list here, but the search function is not working. I will just go through this one as an example to show what my processes are. I trade in amounts of $50, so I'm going to type in the 50. I'm going to divide by the current Ethereum price, which is up here, which is 272, and that is 0.184. I'm going to type that into this box here, 0.184, and it'll tell me to buy 511. I'll just do 500 for round number purposes. Now what price do I choose? Is that what I like to choose? This is the price that the sellers are selling at. This is the price that the buyers are buying at. So I like to click that one. You'll see that price pictures in here. Or even if we might want to click one a bit lower than that, 35925. It's now been populated in there. We said we wanted 500 of them. Hit buy. The limit order has been created. It's in the open orders. You'll see there it is. It's in the open orders, and we can see our price is just sitting there. So basically we're just waiting for the market to move down by 75 Satoshi from this price, and a little bit away from this. 36,000 was the last order over here, so there's a chance that this one will be taken up. I want to well, I might just leave that one there, because the Bollinger Band is in the right sort of shape, but it may not have met my criteria over there. So actually, given that, I'm going to cancel that one, and then I'm going to go and have a look at a trade that I am already participating in to see what do I do next. So we can see here I have some open orders on ADA. So ADA, let's have a look and see what price I went in at. I bought at 32757. 32757. So 32757. 32757 times 1.013 It's 33182. What I do is I then take half the amount that I'm holding, that I've bought, and I sell it at that price. So the process there is we want to get the 33182 in here. We just go, it's quite easy to do. 33182. Choose the number. So half of that amount, I've already put my sale order in for this particular case, but I would just put half that amount that's available there, or half the amount that I've purchased. I've actually got ADA in this account, so I actually need to take half the amount that I actually bought. I bought 564, so I need to put in 280. So 284 is the amount that I would need to put in, and that will then become my sell order and hit the sell button. So you should see there I have my ADA at 3318. 284 was the amount, so I am aiming to sell half of it at 3318. So where is that? And it's about at the top of this bar here. It's just at the top of that bar there, and so it's not quite reached the halfway mark to the center of the Bollinger Bands. What I do after that is, once the trade is executed, you have a choice, is either just to let it run or pick the halfway mark, so just pick a price that's over here, or actually pick the other band, because we do see that price progressively will move to the other side of the band. The challenge with that is that the other side of the band is always moving, so you may land up over here is the other side of the band, still profitable for quite a while. So it's a bit of a moving feast and a manual process. So there's the process that I follow. So then just let's say, so what's the quick summary then? Is we're looking for price to drop below the Bollinger Band, find an entry point, and then to trade through. And I want to ideally pick a coin that has been oversold. So we could see, if XTZ is listed, we could then go and see if it is, how it looks on here, but we'll see, is it on this screening list here? So ideally what I want is it to be on this screen here, and also on the crypto Propecy screen. Let's go to XTZ. XTZ is not currently tradable on this exchange, so that one I have to ignore. I hope that helps. Happy Bitcoining and happy trading.